Hey y'all, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are working more on my tropical city island. So if you're new here, I have been documenting the whole entire build process of this island mostly on live streams. Normally I do a lot of video content, but lately I've been really inspired to stream, which is not normal for me, but I'm not going to question it. But with all that being said, 99% of the build process of this whole entire island has been documented on live streams. So I highly recommend going over to my live tab on my channel so you can see what we've done on those live streams too, especially if you're needing slower content, because I know speed builds aren't for everybody. But with all this being said, today we are going to be progressing some problematic areas that I have been avoiding on this island on streams. Basically, the short summary, if you're new here, I made 2 recreated builds on this island from previous videos that I did last year on my channel. It was kind of like an ocean perspective sort of build, and I really wanted it on my beachy island from last year named Slateport, and it didn't happen because I was indecisive and very insecure about the build process on that island. It was my first time using a water code like this, and I was just very stressed out with the whole build process on that entire island. And that's also where this highway build comes into story as well. I really wanted to bring that highway build back onto a beach theme because I felt like I could transition better from it and offer some different transitional ideas for the build and just improve it just in general. So that is also what happened on this island, and where we're also going to be working on today too. I am going to finish up some details on the highway, but we're also going to be working on transitional spots and hopefully make a lot of progress today. Keep in mind, I'm going to be basically going everywhere on my island. We're going to be working on multiple areas on today's video, so expect some transitions because like I said, I did change my mind a lot when I was building. And obviously, since we're going to be working all over the place on today's video, this is why I'm strongly encouraging, if you are new here, please do go check out the beginning video of this whole entire island and all the live streams that I have done already, because that's where a lot of this build process was done. And because we're working in so many different areas today, I know it would be kind of confusing and maybe difficult to keep up. This video is definitely a continuation video from the live streams that we've been doing and for the viewers who have been following the whole entire build process, so I do want to disclaim this. So right now we are working near the end of my highway where that little cul-de-sac like build is, and I really wanted to offer another natural area on my island, so I thought doing a natural transitional spot to connect to the road leading up to my beach perspective would be a great way to go about this, especially since I really want to add a lot of natural areas in this whole back location of my map. Usually I do road transitional spots that connect to each other, especially when working with a cul-de-sac, but I thought having a natural transition would be a really great way to add more greenery to the island and just incorporate the entry vibe a little bit more throughout the island too. Anyways, now that I got most of the greenery kind of filled in over here, my plan in between the palm tree and the hardwood tree over here is to do little boardwalk area kind of at the edge overlooking the actual ocean on the map, and this is going to fill in that really weird empty spot really well, and that's also going to help me kind of transition near my beach perspective too. I'm also planning to relocate that villager home you're seeing right here, and I do plan to replace it actually with another villager, but I'm going to be relocating this specific house over on the right side near the beach perspective, and we're going to be also expanding that terraform out and finishing the beach perspective as well in today's video. Now that I have pretty much all of the natural areas filled in this transition, we're going to start prepping out that little boardwalk area. So my plan for this location is to keep it pretty simple. We're going to do some sitting areas, but I'm also going to be expanding out the terraform for that villager home, but I'm also going to do this really nice beach natural transitional spot that connects to my beach perspective and also the inclines that we have placed in today's build. Now if you're short on inclines and you want to do something a little bit different for this location and save maybe your incline space, you could easily just frame all this off with the safety railing that we're using, and you could do maybe some storefronts and make a little boatyard area, but this just ended up being the best solution for how I did that natural transition, and I just personally really wanted to have as many natural elements on this island as possible because my whole plan for this island was a mixture of natural and city core elements. Anyways, after finishing up the decor on that little boardwalk area, I'm gonna go ahead and decorate this little rock spot. I always forget to decorate these, or honestly I get too lazy at the same time too, but really I do forget to decorate these 99% of the time, and I didn't want to waste this opportunity to do a really nice design using my sand path. So over here I'm going to do a mixture of bows boats and also rock items. I just thought it really added a nice little detail to the build, and we're just gonna fill this all in. And don't worry, I will be getting a better shot on how I decorated the upper level. I actually changed my mind a lot on the item placement and decor there, and it was so often that I couldn't even salvage any of that footage. So please bear with me. Like I said, this is 2 days worth of footage in one video. Anyways, to kind of blend out over here at the edge, I'm going to rotate the log stake item and of course add some more rocks, and then I'm going to time travel to get my incline placed so I can start my natural beach transitional area. And then of course we're going to start on that villager home too, which will be kind of like directly in front of the beach perspective build. So that is my next goal on today's video. Now that I got my incline placed, we're going to start on that natural beach transitional area I was talking about, and also start on our villager home as well. So over here we're going to be using a lot of the water code, and then eventually I'm going to do like a little deck area as well. I also ended up changing the color palette of this villager home. I decided on something more neutral, so I went with a white roof and a white door to match with the white storefronts. So you are going to see that change in the footage when we do a transition. But in front of the villager home, I'm going to place this sand path, which I actually struggled with at first because I really didn't know what my plan was for this area. Anyways, I went ahead and edited that villager home, and this is how the whole area is starting to flow and transition. I am so excited about all of this. I think it's really coming together. So now we're going to focus on trying to get some decor done on the first level where the perspective is, and also decorating right next to the villager home too. So once again, this area was also a struggle for me because it was really difficult to transition, and I just didn't really know what my plan was. I kind of just wing my builds and hope for the best. So you're definitely going to see me kind of changing my mind when we start framing in this little greenery patch with the water code. This water code is super easy to use, but if you are struggling with it, I would recommend tuning into my live streams to see how it's placed at a slower motion, because obviously this is increased on the speed build. But I love this water code so much because it feels really realistic. It actually comes in 3 different color tones. There's one that's a little bit darker, so definitely choose the water code that suits your island theme the best. But this is my absolute favorite water code right now. It is just so incredible. All the codes that I'm using also will be found in the very bottom of the video's description, always on all of my videos. Anyways, now that I got all that water code placed, I'm gonna start mapping out where I want the dock code. So this is just a little miniature dock area. I'm not sure what to do for decor over here quite yet, so if y'all have any ideas, let me know in the comment section. I didn't really decorate it yet, but keep in mind you can see this location from the perspective build, so I can't use any boat items or it'll just totally screw up the whole entire perspective. But I am really excited about this little minor detail. I did consider maybe like something fishing related, so let me know if y'all are down for that idea. Anyways, after a few more details, it's time to do our final walkthrough of today's transitional build. I hope that today's video brought you some Animal Crossing inspo. Let me know some other build ideas you hope to see on this island. Your feedback definitely helps me out, especially with island planning, so definitely don't be afraid to leave some ideas in the comment section. As for my next island, when we finish this one, I am going to probably be doing something castle related, so I hope all of my castle core fans are excited to hear this news because y'all have been wanting a new castle island for what feels like forever. I haven't been inspired, so I am looking forward to finally tackling this theme as well. And of course, I have many other islands planned for us too. It all just depends on what inspires me first. But before today's video ends, I do want to give a huge thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me as a creator. Just your support in general means the world to me. So a huge thank you to all of our channel members. Thank you to Pippuccino, TJ, Debbie R, Steph R, Robin, Donna, Noe Pico, Trisha Dunn, Roxanne Boulay, Queen V, Kelly Stone, Jaminal Crossing, Manders, Chrissy, Nicole, The Eco 27, Luna Girl, Sarah B, Paige Beatrice, Coma, Ray, Icy Gaming, Jasmine Dean, Jazz, Let's Play K, Baby Blue X016, Luann Marie, Alicia Ramirez, Hannah, Brooke, Rem Crossing, The Breakdown, Els, Kay Thompson, Jet, Monica B, Catherine Funk, Sherry Blossom, Kavi, Connor Adventure, The Bellarific, It's Your Girl Crystal, Mickey, Cherry Dot Crossing, Irish Lady 51, Opal of Wisteria, The Artsy Gamer, Dammy, Cosmon, Madison Rachel, and Adriana Dawson. Thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day.